What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got a bit of a different video today. Got a tin of coins here. Doesn't belong to me. Belongs to a good friend of mine, Lee. I was talking to him about the channel and my general love of coins. And he said, well, I've got a tin of coins stashed away in the house if you want to have a look through it and maybe do a video on it. I said, yes, please. And here we are. So I think we're going to have two videos worth here, to be honest. So today we're going to do this stuff on the right-hand side. And we'll do a video tomorrow, hopefully, all going well, of this stuff on the left-hand side. The more valuable stuff today, for sure. There's a lot of silver over here. I've had a quick peek through it already to prepare myself, because we're going to try and value this lot as well for Lee while we go through it. Give him an idea of what he's got here. If you've got any input on the values or what any of it is, if I'm wrong, because I may well be, do let me know. But I have tried to do a little bit of research. I didn't actually look up what this logo is, but there's this bank bag here from presumably American bank of some sort, which is pretty cool. I'm sure probably that has a value itself. We're going to start off with that red bag. Let's get into it. And I've tried to have a look on eBay, get some values as well. So we're going to run through those primarily. We're not going to focus too much on the ins and outs of the coins. We'll have a close look at them. But I think really value is our main target here. So if you've got some time spare, check how I done on my valuation, see what you'd value these coins at. Do let me know. Any and all input is valuable. So this is the silver on this side, out of this bag, and then we've got a clad Cooper nickel on the right here. We're going to do the silver first. This is where the money's at, and this is where the cool coins are at as well. And to kick us off, we've got this lovely looking Morgan dollar from 1896. Of course, 90% silver back then. Lovely coin. Not perfect in condition. I spoke to my friend Antec, who is much more well versed in grading coins than I am. He's not an expert either by any means, but I do value his opinion. And he said this was about an XF45 in his opinion. I only showed him photos, he hasn't seen them in the hand or anything like that. So if you've got an idea on grade, let me know. He said the grade doesn't matter too much, and for these mid-range ones, and they're all about a similar price, but I think over here in the UK they're a lot harder to get your hands on, so the prices do vary a little. This is one of the slightly more scarce years, with a mintage of just under 5 million, 4.9 million. And to pick this coin up, you're looking at about somewhere between 30 and 40 pounds on eBay. Stunning coin, in my opinion. And he's got another Morgan here as well. Although this one is an older one, slightly, 1888, it's in a bit of a better grade as well. My friend Antec said this one's about an AU53. But this is a less scarce year, with a mintage of around 19 million. And looking on eBay, you're looking at a bit less for this one, about 25 to 35 pounds. If you think I'm wrong on that, do let me know. I'd love to hear all your input. I am trying to reply to all comments that have been left recently. I'm struggling, I'm drowning in it at the minute. I had a really busy weekend. Although I was going to try and do it this weekend, I'm going to try this week to catch up on as many comments as I can, so please do keep leaving them. Then we've got a bit more silver here, another 90%. And this is no, this is not 90%. My mistake. 67's a 40%. We got 3 of those. Not we, he. He's got 3 of those, all in pretty decent condition, but again, over in the States, considered just to be melt value really, which is about £5.20 in silver content. But to pick these up, no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. That's this one, that's the 90%er. That's got about £5.20 silver content in it, 1964. And on eBay, on the UK eBay, about £8 to £10. The 40% silver ones have a lot less silver content in, about £2.20's worth melt value. And you can pick these up for about £3 or £4, £5 maybe. on eBay. These ones are in pretty good condition, not too bad. But yeah, some lovely American silver to kick us off. And yeah, with just those 6 coins, how much is that? That's about, I think we said adding those all up, it's about 72 to about £100-ish. So that's where most of the money is for the whole tin, to be honest, I believe. We're going to go through the rest of this right-hand side of it though. And then we've got some more US coinage. This is all cupronickel clad copper. You can always tell that by the edge here. Always got that copper coming through. The same with these $half as well. These are the Eisenhower dollars, and considered face value in the States, and pretty similar over here, to be honest. Face value is about 80 pence. You can pick these up for £1 to £2 each, depending on condition over here. And maybe £2 a bit strong, to be honest, £1 to £1.50. And then we've got 2 different $half, another Kennedy there, 1973. Of course, no longer silver at this point. Considered face value, which is about 40 pence. And you can pick these up for probably 75p easily in the UK. And a similar deal for the bicentennial $half as well, 200 years. See the D mint mark down there under Kennedy. That's all of the American stuff, I think. Oh no, he's lying already. Because there is this as well. Couldn't find many of these online. Couldn't find any for sale. Not the coin, you can find tons of the coin, but in this specific casing, the coin again is really considered face value. It's not really worth anything more than the quarter that it is. But in this case, maybe £1 to £2 if you wanted to buy it. And that is all the American stuff. And now we see some coins we're more familiar with on the channel. 1977 silver Jubilee crown. In the case, maybe £1. And then we've got, this case has seen better days on this Churchill crown. We see lots of these on the channel, of course. And maybe 50 pence. Of course, they've got a face value of 25p. Can still be banked with the bank for that amount. But maybe 50 pence, I'd say, on that. As you can see, the case is falling apart, so you can't really include that in the value. And then the last of these little cased coins is a Festival of Britain. And you do see quite a few of these, but this case is in pretty good shape. A lot of them are really knocked about. And this isn't silver. Should we have a look at this little Festival of Britain crown piece? The first English silver crown piece was minted in 1551. 400 years later, on the occasion of the Festival of Britain, the Royal Mint has issued a crown piece, bearing on its edge the Latin inscription that, by the industry of its people, the state flourishes, 1951. Now I've had a little look at this coin already. It's in pretty good condition. There is a couple of fingerprints on it, which do probably hurt the value a little bit. Obviously the way it is, it's hard to take it out and have a look at it without touching it. So you need gloves on really. The other side's in good condition as well. But you can pick these up for sort of £4 or £5 in the box on eBay. You might squeeze a little more out of it because the box is in a nice condition. It's got the little extra bit with it, and the coin is in pretty good shape as well. But I said about £4 or £5 on that, and that crown's got a mintage of just under 2 million, so certainly one of the more rare ones. But yeah, good case, and a lot of the cases are a different colour, I think, like a browny red, so I'm not sure if the green case is slightly more scarce. Then we've got this little wallet here, in here hiding away, just one solitary old 10 shilling, which unfortunately someone's written on, and it's not in the best condition anyway. You might get 75p to £1 for it. So yeah, that's what I value that at. Do let me know what you think of these values, guys. Am I being too tight? Am I being too generous? Am I making mistakes and thinking a coin isn't what it is? Do let me know. Yeah, there's that. Maybe a quid, squeeze a quid out of that. For uncirculated ones, go for sort of £4 or £5, I think, in really good condition. And then to finish us off today, we're going to have a look at this bag, which I believe is all British. There's some silver in there as well. And then tomorrow, we'll have a close look at this other stuff. I think that's all mostly pennies, but I did spot some Irish in there. I haven't had a close look through any of this at all. What's this? I didn't see this. It just looks like some US small change. We'll have a close look at that tomorrow as well. And then in this bag, we have a real mix of all sorts. So we'll have a close look at that tomorrow. Let's finish off with this last bag from today that I've already had a peek in and prepared for. I think today all of this stuff's way more valuable than anything we're going to see tomorrow, but I don't know. I've not had a close look at the stuff for tomorrow yet. I've had a little sneaky peek through some of this. Again, let's do the same. Let's put the silver off to one side and the non over to another. A couple of sixpence there. They're all copper nickel ones. Brass 3p. That's a copper nickel Florin. Yeah, unfortunately, these aren't in the greatest condition, are they? There's another bit of silver. Oh, there's a Jersey threepenny bit. 1/4 of a shilling. Again, unfortunately, not in the greatest condition. Oh, especially not that side. That's a shame. And there's another one there as well. Again, not the greatest condition. Shame about that. Right, but what else have we got here? That's not silver. Neither's that. Oh, look at this. Edward VII. 1 florin. Shame that's not in a better condition. Wow, you find one of them in a good condition, you're in the money. Some more silver. Oh, that's a nice florin. That's another silver one there as well. That's not. More brass threepenny bits. A couple of halfpennies. Well, there's a farthing. 1934, it's not in too bad a shape. Probably wouldn't be worth too much though. Pennies, not really worth too much in that condition. Another halfpenny. Yeah, the only one in nice condition is the 1967, and you get loads and loads of those. There's probably no real value on this side. Check these dates, 1939, 55 and 49, nothing special there. That's silver. 1946. A couple of decimal halfpennies. Not worth anything at all, really. Right, let's get into it then. This is the silver on this side. We've got a few florins. Let's have another look at this Edward VII one. Lovely coin to have. And 925 silver, sterling silver. Can't make out a date on it there though quite. 190. Yeah, not sure. I had a bit of a look already at this before. But again, just the silver content in this. You're looking at £5 alone just for the silver in it. That's got a bit of a strange colour, so do let me know what you think about that. Snacks is bored of it. But yeah, even though you can't make out the date, I think it's still probably worth £6 or £7, £7 or £8, somewhere like that. Lovely little coin. We've got a 1922 Florin as well. This one starting to go a bit of a funny colour, definitely on that side, so probably just be considered junk silver really, just the silver content, and that's a 50% Florin, silver content of about £2.70. We've got a 1935 one here. Condition on this one's not so bad. 50% silver. You can pick this up for about £4, I reckon. Somewhere around there. And then last Florin, a 1942. Bit worn this one. Not a scarce date. And you're probably looking at junk silver content really, £2.70. So probably buy this for £3 or so. But some nice silver. 4 different Florins. Interesting. And then we've got, there's a shilling here. 1915. Yeah, 1915. So that's sterling silver, 925. Silver content of about £2.50. 1 shilling, half the weight of a 2 shilling. It's about £2.50 silver content. And again, value of this maybe £3. It's only like a gap filler grade, you know, just to fill a gap in your collection while you wait to come across a better one, perhaps. And then what have we got? 3 different sixpence. There's a 1924. George V, not the greatest shape. A 1930. Again, George V, and again, not the greatest condition. And a 1940. George VI. And the realistic value on these is probably £1 each. Maybe £1.10. Something like that. What's the silver content in them? About not quite 70 pence, 68p. So £1 is probably a fair value. And again, probably £1 for this as well. 1936 threepence. Slightly scarcer date. 3.3 million minted this year. And not in the worst condition, especially the obverse isn't too bad at all. So maybe £1 for that as well. But that's all of our value for the most part. And with all of that American stuff, the silver, the clad stuff, these coins in the cases, and all the rest of that silver, adding that all up, I think we came to between about £110 and £140, around there. A little bit of leeway, of course. And then all of this other stuff over here, to be honest, what would you value for all of that? £5 maybe tops. I don't think there's anything particularly special in there with the non-silver stuff. This farthing might be the standout piece from the rest of it, but that alone maybe is worth 50 pence maybe, if that. But let me know what you think. I've had an attempt at valuing it all. Put me right, tell me where I've gone wrong. What's your favourite coin out of Lee's bunch so far? We've got another video coming, don't forget, tomorrow, so tune in for that as well. I might have been a bit all over the place with this one, I'm not sure. I was trying my best, but lots of stuff to try and keep track of and remember. But yeah, let me know what you think. Hope you're all keeping well. See you soon.